As you probably know, November 5th has historically been a very important day for social revolution, starting in 1605 with the Gunpowder Plot. 1872, November 5th was the first day that Susan B. Anthony voted, illegally, of course. And in 2011, it is the day that we, as members of the Occupy movement and as global citizens, united in thousands to take our money out of big banks. We came together today to tell them that we will no longer be used or mistreated.
Yes.
To tell them that we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. We're here today to demand our democracy back from Wall Street.
Yes, yes.
Wall Street's misuse and abuse of money has gone on long enough. We're standing up to say that it's not okay that janitors are getting pay and benefit cuts and CEOs of major corporations pay virtually nothing in taxes. One of the big criticisms I've been hearing about our movement from the beginning is that it's just a bunch of young people in tents sitting around whining because we can't get jobs that pay for $250,000 a year. I'm 21 years old, and I am here to tell you why we, the youth, are coming out to this movement in droves. We're coming out to the occupations in huge numbers. And it's because we live in a system that says, in order to get a job, we need a college education. Yep. But it costs so much money to get this college education, to get this basic human right, that I have friends who are $80, $100, $200,000 in debt in student loans at the age of 23. And so what I'm wondering is what Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, and Wells Fargo did to earn their $10, $15, and $25 billion bailouts.
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
We will make banks pay. And we will reclaim our democracy, because this government was founded to be of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Yeah. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I closed my account today at Wells Fargo, and the account that I have for over 25 years.
Remember, remember, remember now.
Over the last 10 years, Wells Fargo paid the lowest tax rate worldwide of the top 5 big banks.
That's right.
And in 2009, they did not pay any fair tax and any federal tax. Is that fair?
No! We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%. We are the 99%.
So what I would like to do now is call up everyone who has closed their account today. Would you please come to the stage?
Yeah. We are the 99%. 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 We are the 99%.
We have to strike them where it hurts.
Yeah.
Hit the banks in their pockets.
Yes.
Move our monies out of the banks
Yes.
into our local credit union.
Yeah.
This economy is right now richer than it has ever been. This is the richest economy in the world. It's the richest economy in the history of the world. And yet, what are we doing? We are cutting education. We are cutting child welfare services. We are disregarding environmental problems. We are saying over and over again, all we need to do is cut this and cut that. We are getting rid of teachers. We are saying education. We don't care about any of this anymore because, why? Because we can't afford it? Now, where's the money gone? If the economy is twice as large as it was 3 decades ago, and if most people have not seen a wage increase, in fact, most people, wages are going down and they're losing their jobs, where did the money go?
China!
It went to the top 1%. A lot of it went to the top 1/10 of 1%. When so much money and so much income are at the top, and by the way, the 400 richest Americans right now have more wealth than the bottom 150 million Americans put together. Let me say what this movement should insist on, among other things, and that is accountability.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Wall Street that got totally out of control. Totally out of control. Greed knew no bounds. And then what happened? We all paid. We bailed them out. And then there was supposed to be financial regulation. Well, what did they do? The street, Wall Street, and the financial sector paid a huge amount of money for lobbyists and campaign finance so they could create loopholes in the financial regulation bill large enough for them to drive their Lamborghinis through. And so right now, instead of the simple rules we wanted, that is, for example, resurrect Glass Steagall. Separate commercial from investment banking. Simple rule. What did we get? We have 300 pages of a Volcker rule that is gobbledygook with all kinds of red tape and exemptions and loopholes that basically are going to allow the banks to do exactly what they did before. And you know what? Let's be candid. The banks are basically doing exactly what they did before. You know, the problem we're talking about is not only a problem of Congress and Washington, or at least it's not only a problem of elected officials directly, it's also a problem, and let's be candid about this, it's a problem of our Supreme Court. And I'm going to name names. They start with Roberts, and Scalia, and Alito, and Clarence Thomas, and too often Justice Kennedy. And what they have decided, among other things that are heinous, that are ridiculous, that are grotesque, they've decided under the First Amendment that money is speech and corporations are people. Not end. This movement cannot end. This movement will continue, and nobody, nothing will be able to stop it once it has started.